Hello. It is a day. Oh, blimey. Welcome in, everyone. Oh, it is a day. But hello, Toby. Hello, Ronan. Katsumi. Dorkard. Kate. Hope you're all doing well. Good to see you too. It has been a day. A normal day. I was hoping things wouldn't warm up so quickly, but it surprisingly is. So I'm just like, oh, okay. It's 6 degrees. How heresy. But I hope everyone has been well today. Why is slow mode still on? It shouldn't be. It started hailing. Blimey. Supposedly I keep getting told about snow, but I never see it, so it must be more up north. And you just woke up. Hey. Welcome to the land of the awake. That's weird. Hey Pika. Welcome in. I think my OBS is just being weird. Probably. It was snowing for you last night. It melted quickly then. Okay, I think it's just my OBS being weird then. Damn the internet dying. How dare it. It was a day there. And as always, I help out and probably get told off for it. Yeah, I don't think there is one either. That's why I think my thing's just being weird. It's bipolar weather conditions. Everyone's spam. I mean, I can tell already. Have you had much sleep, Pika? I take it not a lot. I used to play a lot of rhythm games. Well, a lot of rhythm games, but few and far between now. Always fun to watch though. But yeah, the day's been normal, I believe. And somewhat, I'm slowly being left alone to get on with work, so yay. Issue right now is I'm like extremely sick right now with a sprained wrist. Oh dear. And it's quite a time though. Even though you don't want to go outside. Take care, Toby. Thank you for stopping by. Well, take care, okay? Stay safe. Oh, thank you. Because it's cold. The weather has dropped a lot. But it will end up changing soonish. But at least it's Friday tomorrow. 'Cause Lord knows I enjoy a good Friday. Hopefully it ends up being a normal day and not a long one. Cleaning time. Yeah. Slowly I'll, do something very interesting when I can figure out what that would be. Nothing, hopefully. Stick with what you got. Stop collecting all these debuffs. And like, well, because it makes things harder for you. Sadly, life does not work like that. It'd be amusing if it did. Amazingly, like, I've never, like, broken a pair of any of my glasses. Which is ironic, because there's quite a few times I've, like, sat on them, but they would be, like, on the chair or the bed. I'm pretty sure those things were sternly made. Roommates suck. That never helps. Stop collecting all these debuffs. Oh boy. That was the noisiest vehicle ever. What was it trying to do? Shift a house? Always extreme mode. Pika just sees it as more of a challenge. A new difficulty. The reward is surviving. Preferably, like, just survive in general, like... Goodness. Can't stop yawning. Literally, I've yawned like a dozen times in a row. You love gambling. Madness. But life is certainly a series of events. Such 24. Seriously, what the hell's with all the yawning? 1%. No, it's giving you the hard mode, Pika. It's like, here, have something difficult. 1%. That is all the luck you will get. Of course not. 1% off. So close, yet so far. That's a pretty good score. It's like, you don't love gambling, you love me. I actually would have laughed if it ended up giving you 100% towards itself. That would have been extremely funny. $90 is pretty much there though. Pika's true lover, indeed. It would have made me laugh. Or 99, because then that would have been like, it would have made sense. That means there's a 9% of something else. Why does it cut off? That's really weird. I swear it doesn't know what it's talking about. That sounds about right. That's usually what happens. Oh, okay. That's pretty high for a grind. Just a tad closer. Oh, your bet percentage has gone up. 50-50. I feel like everyone's would be 50-50. Because you never know if you're gonna get like a good sleep or if it's gonna go bad. Which was the one I was using yesterday? Or was this? I think it was this one. What mixed results? Bloomin' caffeine. That's fair. What, being at 64? You mostly love it, but there's some hate there. Oh, blimey. poofy. The poofiest ear cleaner I've ever seen. I opened my window long beforehand this time because it's been a fairly cold day. My mercy. Maybe I just need a drink. Mayhap. Well, it's pretty cold, the drink. So that's good. Watcha. It makes me laugh. I saw like someone who lives in the section of the US under the title Sunshine State cannot relate. Fair enough. It is it's nice to have some actual cold weather. I don't mind it. You wish it was cold. I mean, that's not too bad. And I'm sure because you're used to the hot weather, that probably feels like pretty cold when it comes by. I saw a post about Monster Hunter, how someone was like, I have nothing to do, and you know, they've been playing it non-stop since it's come out, and they're on like 150 plus hours, and they're like, there's nothing to do. It's like, oh, it's the base game, what do you expect? You're only 30 hours in. Well, I've played... how long have I played it for? I've not had too much time. I've been playing on stream, but like... I've played for... about 56 hours. And I can only play it here and there. So... who knew? 96 with existing. Why are people existing? That's what was coming. You blame rhythm games? I'm trying to think what like my first rhythm game was. I get the feeling my first... I think my first rhythm game was Elite Beat Agents on the DS, the original DS. Although I did play a bit of the DDR games, and then like Stepmania and those bunch as well. But those were like here and there. Elite Bee Agents was the one I got into the most back then. To the point where the touchscreen on the DS didn't work anymore, or at least not very well, because you know, all the tapping. Guitar Hero 3, I remember people very much being into those games. It stopped counting the game time? It can do that? I didn't realise you could topple it. Damn. I think another main one after Elite Bee Agents was the Project Diva bunch, but I was playing them long before they came over to the West, so I was getting the Japanese versions, and I was playing them then. Good fun. I had a lot of fun with this. And oh yeah, obviously Osu Wars. You still have them? That's great. I wish I still had like half my stuff. Rain, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. You have audio now. Hello Ronin. Ronin with audio. Hello. It is a day. A Thursday. And almost the end of the week. Praise be. Let's hope tomorrow behaves. And let's hope I'm able to help with things. Trying to think what else rhythm game wise I played. Oh, Stretch. What? Oh. Watcha. Oh. It's almost, I mean, it is a redeem, but it's almost like a redeem for cracks. But I can't crack on demand, so I need to pour my drink again though. It's near its end. Oh god. I picked this up in a weird way, but I will. Close enough. I'll plop that down. Cracks. Oh, thank you for the for charge and stretch. Thank you, Ronan. You have an unhealthy amount of hours on Osimania and Quaver. Ah yeah, I know the one. There was a time where I think I was in the top 50 for us. Not that that really means anything, but still. There was a time. And then I sort of stopped playing for a while. And then a longer while. By the time I went back, it was like, I don't know, put back to 16,000 or something. Oh, sorry, yes. Mouse. Because the other modes of Osu weren't really a thing back then. They were sort of just starting to exist. So it was mainly the mouse one. And I don't know what it is. When songs are like slower, they throw me off more. Like I do better with faster songs than I do with slower. Don't know why. It's not like it's offbeat, but it just, I'm there and I'm like like trying to go slow can be difficult because you're, I don't know, it's like you expect the next bunch of notes and then you're ready to go do it and nothing's happened yet. That was a long time ago though. I've lost my my ability to like play well anymore. I had good fun with them though. I liked that they had marathon songs as well, because you had the ones where they'd be like 15-20 minutes long. But those were few and far between. They were just nice to have. At that point, I need the song to be good for it to be an hour. Oh, he sneezed. Thank you for the gifted sub to Pika. Thank you, Ronan. You sneezed. Too exhausted to complain. Heresy. And something I realised I didn't do yesterday. I forgot to put people's names on. My brain's like eventually working. Give me a second. You sneezed. You just happened to sneeze over a bunch of buttons that open the menu, select it, say yes, I'm okay, and good to go. I do not. Okie dokie. It is time to open up things. aye. Oh, the app is quite broken, that's for sure. Okie dokie. Ronan, what colour do you want your name to be? A fitting reaction. What is that? What is that? Blue. Okie dokie. This is where I take 20 years, but that's about normal for me. Bear with me. God blimey, it's titchy. There we go. Whoosh. I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it. Slow and steady. Mahaha. What is this lightning speed? And then forgets to open a menu. I'm amazing, right? There we go. Maha. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Zoom. I like how I went for a lighter one. Big Toe! Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope the day has been treating you good so far. The first half has been alright so far. Always nice to be back home too. Which is nice. Oh, and because I was doing like really boring work, I just like sang for the hour. I had my phone and I just put on some music. And I was just singing away while I was doing my work. Quite amusing that I don't seem to mind that there's people nearby. It doesn't put me off. Although I do admit it still has the thing in my mind where I'm like, you know, I'm still aware of when people come near me. But all that does, for the most part, is I stop singing, mainly just because they're usually going to say something to me That's all I need to hear. But yeah, surprisingly, managers left me alone. So it was a nice day. Oh, so, wow. Apparently me saying a nice day whacked up Siri. No, Siri, go away. Don't get how that works when I don't even mention that thing's name. I definitely get used to hearing particular sounds. Mainly to do with the fans, actually. Like, I know they're there, but it doesn't bother me. I've started looking at like VR headsets as well, because, well, I was looking at them for years, but I never like properly gave it a go. I did get the PlayStation one, but obviously that's PlayStation, so quite different. Nice on the console, limiting on the PC, because they released an app for it last year where you could use the headset on the PC. It sort of tricks it into thinking it's an Oculus, kind of. The only update I need to see them say is that because it has like I'm pretty sure they didn't word it as it has facial tracking. I'm pretty sure they said it has eye tracking. But that's on the console, if you're using it there. If you use it on PC, it disables it for some reason. So I'm hoping one day they update it and be like, you know what, here you go. It now works. Because then that could make a kind of nice alternative, at least. But I'll have to check, like, if it's like face tracking or if it was just the eye tracking. But I think it was just the eye. remember when I first gave it a go as well, I was doing okay when the movements were, or at least the thing I was trying it on, it had the movement set to as if you were playing a game, like on a controller. So your analog sticks would move normally, and when you're in VR, the brain, I should state for people who aren't used to VR, the brain ends up thinking like, oh, you're walking or you're running, but your legs aren't moving. And the disparity happens in the head, and suddenly it just turns into like, well, motion sickness. But I did end up trying sort of the teleport movement, and that helped a lot with not being like feeling sick. But it's still weird. I prefer just like moving normally, even if it does make me feel cruddy after a while. But each time I was doing it, I was lasting a bit longer, so it was like 10-15 minutes to begin with, and then I was okay for like 20, and then I kind of stopped. I don't know why. I was playing well, a bit of like Half-Life Alyx and that, which is awesome. I can see why people like rate that so highly for VR. But I got a few like escape room-esque ones, but it's really weird because you're basically like locked into a wheelchair on one of them, and you've got to solve the puzzle. But if you do it wrong, and I didn't realise, if you do it wrong you actually get killed. But you have a little kid with you who does all the things. You sort of instruct them. That's how you get pushed around. But it's horrible when you do it wrong, because you can end up seeing like what's happening and you're just sort of like following it, and you're like, oh no. One of them had a guillotine, but it wasn't on, actually it was on me, but it was also on the kid. Again, interesting game. But it is interesting. It'd be nice, I know people have made like a lot of improvements since its first iteration, because I always kept tabs on it, I just never gave it a go. But I do want to get like a proper one. My room will, technically it's big enough, but in terms of floor space, part of it would work. So I'm hoping it kind of ignores the bed. ironically, I did see, because I was looking at the different headsets and that, there was one where it was like entirely wireless, and it actually lasted for like 15 hours, and I'm like, oh, that's great. And then you look at it, and it's more like for businesses, like conference meetings, rather than gaming or VR chat and the like. So I was like, oh. But I like the idea of fully wireless. It sounds great. I was honestly hoping that Valve would have done like a new iteration, considering it's been so long. But they haven't done anything yet. Aye, Ronin. I shall see you shortly. I'll play around with items. But yeah, I just been looking at them. Ironically, a lot of the 5 stuff is on sale right now, at least for me. And some of the stuff would be nice. Like the full body motion and all that stuff. But bits at a time, I guess. I need to save up money. Which, considering how things are going to be going through the year, everything's already like expensive, but it's getting more expensive. It's just like, for God's sakes. So I will save up what I can. Much like I did with this model. As well as all the equipment. It's quite funny actually, even getting new like tools to do ASMR with takes a chunk. It's like, hot damn. And then obviously everyone seems to be getting like ill at the moment. Luckily not at work for once, but I'm seeing a lot of like other streamers get ill. So make sure you all take care, because the weather's going loopy at the moment, and I think it usually throws people off. Daylight savings hasn't helped things. I suppose the biggest thing I should technically end up saving for is like finding some big ass fans that can be quiet. Oh. There's a bunch of stuff I'd like to get, to be fair. There's like there's things I'll get for the stream, which could be a load of things, like, you know, the emotes and such, for example, and then having some proper banners. I still need to like sort that. It's kind of being worked on. The person's just like having a lot of issues right now. But I'm patient, so I don't mind waiting. My thing is in whip, at least. So it's there. Just gotta wait. Well, yeah, gotta save and have backup money in case, you know, another disaster thingy happens within the family, and you know, I basically bail them out. Seems to be happening a lot. What else? Generally supporting others because I want to. It's like when you have that spare bit of money and you're like, there's some charities I'd like to give to, but instead of giving to charities I give to like other streamers that I really like and want to support. To be fair, I want to support them all. And I guess that's what the turbo thingy's for Twitch, but I'd rather something go to the streamer, at least. Because I'm pretty sure the way that works is when ads would be a thing, if they have the turbo, then it's just sort of paid off. Probably nice if you have like, you know, 30 different people that you'd want to be subscribed to. Definitely worth the value. Because initially I was only like, I literally only watched a couple of people, and then since streaming it's turned into the whole of Twitch. There's a lot of amazing people. Definitely a lot. Also in side news, a colleague from work is like heading to Japan for like 3 weeks, and I'm like, oh, so good for them. They're mainly going for the Formula 1 though. They like that. So it's like the first week, or sorry, the first 10 days is like a guided tour, as it were. I think it was between like Tokyo, Kyoto, and were they going somewhere else? I feel like there was a third place. I can't remember. But either way, they're going there. So lucky them. They have a bucket list, and every year they've slowly been going to like different places over the world, which is nice. Before I head to Japan, I want to like at least have an understanding of what they'd be saying to me, and then I'll scrape by with whatever I manage to conjure with their language. That I'll have to make sure I put a bit aside. I mean, I was already putting things to the side, but magical money from out of nowhere, I'll put that to the side. From the tree, there we go. Everyone likes the money tree. So I'll make sure to take a bill from them and set it aside. Slowly but surely I'll have a fund for going to Japan. And it won't be through the tours. I want to be able to get by on my own, so I best study hard. Which is already difficult on your own anyway, but I suck at languages, so that'll be fun. Great struggle, but it will be worth it, for sure. Japan is my second home, so I must learn the language. It was something I wanted to learn when I was a kid, but the school said they didn't have anyone that could teach it, and neither did they want to hire it for just one person. So they even said the only other way is like by going to college, because it was back when I was in like high school. I was okay with that. I was like, sure, send me to college for it, I don't mind. But they were like, no. Like, what on earth? A kid actually wants to learn, and you're telling them no. So I could have learnt from an early age. I wish they let me, because that would have been great. But up to me now. noise reminds me of like someone sweeping. Kind of. So I like it. I feel like stretching though, or at least my back. How do I stretch my back? It's a bit hard. I stretch and it makes me yawn. Oh. It only usually feels like this if I've ended up lifting something that has been a bit heavy, like almost too heavy. I don't think I did though. I mean, I didn't really lift it, so who knows. Reminds me actually of one of the times where I took time off for a game. The last time I can remember, I'm pretty sure it was for Elden Ring. I think I was off for either a week or 2 weeks, but it seems a bit odd to be off for 2 weeks in February, so I'm gonna say it was for a week. It was good fun though. Like, I started that game and I was like, oh, I like exploring, so it was the game that kept giving flippin' humongous map, like ginormous, but not in a bad way. Like, that's how you do a big game. And I like how the DLC pops out and it's like, oh yeah, it's the size of Limgrave. Doesn't point out though that there's, you know, a lower section and mid sections and all of the sections. So it's like, yeah, right, the size of Limgrave, okay. Flippin' times 3. Ooh, this is cold. Hello, Dine. Good old lo-fi. But welcome in. Ironically, it's from a game, but they're okay with people using their music. So it does have a playlist, ironically. Quite a few, actually. It is amusing though. Usually when I have my breaks at work, after I've eaten, I'm usually like nodding off the head, doing the swerve back and forwards. I ended up relying on this music just because I usually used music I knew was okay from YouTube, but one time it didn't want to load anything, so I was like, okay, can't use that then. And remembered I had this. Well, it's amusing actually, because when I upload on YouTube, it will say copyright, but then it's like, oh, but the owner has given permission for this to be okay. So it's like, oh, okay, good. But when I had this music going, it just didn't flag anything, so I was like, oh, must be safe then. For now it is safe. Yes. And Dine, thank you for the follow. Thank you kindly. I appreciate it. And yes, the rain stick. It's not too bad. People quite like it actually. Give me a moment. surprisingly, it's very small. I just try to rotate it in a more seamless way, if possible. Because the long ones seem so varied, depending on if they're good or not. One of them literally looks like they put a permanent marker to it and just drew on it as well. Meant to be tribal, but I question the validity of that. I think I semi-understand why people kind of try to be chaotic. Because people always like chaos. But there's other ways. Water-based sounds. So the ice globe is nice. There's one I've heard from a couple of ASMR artists where I'm pretty sure they use some special effects in there somewhere, but they've done things where it's like a crazy bubble bath, and I don't know what they did, but it sounds bonkers. And then it sounds like they're just putting the shower right by the microphone, and I'm like, oh my mercy. I think people just cover it with a towel. But I do like the water ones. I need to find more. They're kind of hard to find. Mr. Tackles. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Hey Sam. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Both doing well. It is a day. Thus, it's like hit and miss if I end up being good with this. You're Gucci. I'm glad. can work now and again. No problem. Surprisingly, I always end up thinking like it's better to have no air when you're trying to do that, but I find it's better to have a bit of air already in when I try. The more I learn. Ironically, it is always the Thursday where I'm like quieter. Probably because it's hard to have any energy. And Friday I have the boost because it's a Friday and I don't work on the weekends. What is that? That sounded like a plane, but I don't think it was. Very weird as well, because like my default the model doesn't naturally smile. It's mainly just because I keep smiling. Because its default is more of like a straight face. If I can end up not smiling. But that's fine. It's like I get a visual representation of how I'm looking half the time. I keep being so hungry though. Usually I wait a while before mentioning food. But I am hungry. I'm pretty sure most would say I probably don't eat enough. I think I do okay with eating. It's just mainly I don't have like snacks and stuff in between. life does make me very tired. When I have like my time off, I end up having so much energy. I end up, staying up until the early morning because I just have too much energy. But work it goes the opposite. It takes too much. 3 days is my limit, and then that would be all I want to do. But duty calls. Goodness. It's nice to be able to rest. Definitely nice to be able to rest. Hey Arc Beauty, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I can imagine. Oh. Well, thank you kindly. I hope you have been well today. I hope the day's been going good. Mine's been going well, but the usual of being tired. Welcome back, Ronan. Well, you're in for a treat then. Behold, let me show you. It's not 6, it's 9. I have a lot of tails. Yeah. My hair's also there, but the bottom tail's where it usually would be. But plenty of floofs for people to like lay their head up. What? Why does that seem creepy? There you go, do it like that. But lots of tails, because I like 9 tails. Why, thank you. I'm glad you think so. That's fair. Many ways to have tails done, after all. Like, you can have them mainly positioned, well, lower. Or you can spread them all apart, like mine is. But they do be floofy tails. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you kindly. They are good for resting weary heads on, as they are, well, super comfy. Oh, for the follow, yes. Yeah, hiding and peering through the tails. Yeah. It is adorable. There's two other ones. I just can't remember what they're used for. But there's one for the follow, one for subs, and the other one I can't even remember what it's used for. Pack all the things, make sure you've got all that you need. Oh, it is definitely a day. It is definitely a day. This is definitely, though, why having good rests are important. Oh, an ether charge. Aye aye. Aye aye, Ronan. Although, did it wink as I went to the side? Oh, yes it did. Okay, good to know. No, that's fine. That's fair to ask, because I know they would be. I am not. I am sadly just... well, I don't know if it's sadly. Depends on the individual. But, I'm just a guy who very much appreciates females. I was raised by a lot of strong women, so I tend to view them highly. Thank you. I did debate of having like a male model, but I tend to go for very cutesy thing. Thank you. If I was to go as a guy, I would probably look like a cute boy, as it were. I have no idea how Twitch would be with such things. Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. But yeah, I chose this. Because I do equally love both. So maybe one day I'll be able to like get a thing where I can like switch between having two modes. That'd be nice. Or give hugs. I can give hugs too. Have a hug. Such hugs. I'm pretty sure if you were to like hug a fluffy tail in real life, you'd probably be like, it's a good time to have a nap. There'd be my hugs there, because I can. That's the joy. People give hugs, and I can actually give hugs back, because, yeah, the joys. There is definitely quite a few foxes. definitely ones where it's just a more standard single tail, and I have seen a two tails and a six tails as well. I don't really go exploring much there, so maybe there is another nine tails. But generally, like, you tend not to have this many because it will be more demanding on your computer. Which, for some reason, I didn't think about. I was just happy at the fact of having nine tails and long hair. I was. When I first started though, I did get nervous. Well, I mean, first stream would make sense to be nervous. But like, a little after that, I did start worrying of like how people would like be with this, because obviously female model and then male, but I always just bring up like people who stream and enjoy it generally are doing it because they want to stream in the first place, and well, you be what you want to be, so that's the thing. I know I probably have one. I can't really hear it that much. Thank you. But then again, maybe probably because I've heard my like, not my voice necessarily. Australia, amazing. No, I'm not. I'm from the other place where part of the flag is in there. I'm from England, which is currently a mess. Yes. The land that many like to take the mick of. I know, it's quite amusing. I can get it though, like, because there's a lot of Aussies that are quite well spoken as well, so I can understand where they're coming from. You do, or at least to me, I do end up hearing the hint of Australian there. Not from my voice, but when there is an Australian. I'm glad you like them. Definitely floofy. And so many. Literally like my own cushion behind me. Anywhere is comfy. However, I wouldn't rest them in a dirty place because trying to keep this many tails clean would be a pain in the ass. off of a mix of two characters that I really like. Which are Hatsune Miku and Yakumoran from Toho, who is also a Ninetales. So yeah, it's basically a Ninetales mixed with Miku. Aye aye. No rush. I will say, the ear pig thingies, the floofy ones, my word, bits of floof like to come off. It's like having a dog. In a day and age where people are generally quite accepting of anything, there's obviously still the worry. Less so now, but back then, where I was like, oh, hope people don't mind. But surprisingly, it doesn't really bother people, which is nice. Sure, you get the odd, well, you'll have the bunch that will be like, oh, it's a dude, and wander back off. I've only had like a few instances where they verbally say they don't like it, which is fine, but don't have to be rude. That is the problem by setting expectations by appearances. Besides, saying a guy can't be female is daft, because all males are half female, which is true, hence our chromosomes. Women be XX, men be XY. We are half female. Probably why we can semi-understand them, and why you'd think they'd understand us. But it's all good. I must admit though, society has come a long way for the understanding to develop, and it has been a harsh but rewarding journey, I believe. It has in that regard, yeah. Now my brain's trying to figure out the name. Capricorn's fine. Hello. Just so it's noted, I'm very bad at names. Because the brain would usually break it up as like, oh I know, I just have a thing of like trying to learn names. My brain tends to think of them differently. That's my line. But yes, hello Ronan. But names can be hard. I forgot the name of my lab partner of 6 months. That sounds about right, to be fair. 6 months, yeah, but like a nil over 2 weeks of not seeing them. I tend to remember names if like I've known someone with that name before, weirdly. Like, you know, the memory lane is there, already made, so when it's a new name, I'm there and I'm like, oh bugger, I need to like try and remember. That is quite funny though. I think I've had something like that. That bloody vehicle, god damn. But I remember back in my college days, there was someone named, well, I say someone, there was someone I knew who was called Greg, but for some reason I kept, like, it took me like a month before the name would like properly stick in my head, and I kept getting it wrong. I kept saying like George or Jeff or something. Like Greg just wasn't sticking for some reason, and I have no idea why. It was winter vacation and your friend was discovering with you. Oh, you said the wrong name. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you kindly. You said the wrong name and they told you that it's the wrong name. Kirosh, hello. Welcome in. How goes you? Have you played any more Monster Hunter? They're like, how could you already forget? It's like, dude, we've been on vacation. Like, what do you mean? crazy vehicles apparently. What are these special vehicles that are coming by? Ronan, thank you for the gift sub to Karosh. Goodness gracious indeed. I was like, why am I seeing the fish? Oh, but I am well. The usual of tired from work, but doing good. Still healthy. So, I'll take it. Now you need to do another story quest. Still doing those on stream. Although that said, I ended up playing Monhun on the Tuesday, on the Tuesday. So, yeah. To be fair, I had very little sleep on the Tuesday, like only a couple of hours, and I needed to play something that would have kept me awake. I know Crystar would have definitely not have done a good job of doing that. So I played Monhun instead. It was good fun though. Got to hunt the doggo like 3 times and he dropped his gem. Hip hip. And now it's back to more grinding. I haven't been on it since that Tuesday. Because yesterday after stream was more busy with things, so important stuff cropped up, so I had to play I'll have to play some other time. Oh no. Well, at least my brain remembered this time. I was like, oh, Ronan, I need to add your name, and then I'm like, oh yeah. It's already on me. But thank you again. You are a glorious bugger. There be allergies in the air? What, for you? What are you allergic to? Oh, you sneezed again. Okay, right. Yes, of course. All the sneezing. Once again. You should get that looked at if it keeps persisting and making you damn it, you responded. Okay. You're allergic to kindness? This is where I say a line of like, then why are you gifting things to me? Ha 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 ha. My mind definitely goes to the usual of there's ironically there's a similar thing that Cass ended up saying of like, I think it was Cass at least, where you know there's plenty of amazing, like other amazing people. You don't like to receive kindness because you don't know how to deal with it, or it just makes you like, then again, even if it makes you feel uncomfortable, that just means that you're not used to dealing with it. Either way. Oh my mercy. Shush. I tried to give kindness. It kind of works. Irushi, thank you for the follow. Thank you kindly. I hope you're doing well. I hope the day is treating you good. I have no idea what I'm having for food today. I hope it's something nice. Although I didn't mind the pork, because I think, is pork good for giving energy? I think it is. I think it is. Ends up swaying. Be lurking in the background. Have a good rest. And sleep well, Capricorn. I hope you have some good sleeps. No, it's good to cook. I mean, I know it can be like, you just sort of want to get it done and over with and eat. And I get like that with some foods. But it's good to cook. Do you have a favourite food? Like something you enjoy lots and lots? Mine tends to be, I have them very rarely, but I love enchiladas. They are so nice. Like, I tend to have it where, like, obviously the chicken is in there, wrapped up, but then it's just like swamped on by a load of sauce and cheese, lots of cheese. It is so nice. I know people like to put other things in there, like peppers and other things. I'm a simple bugger. The chicken is fine. That's all I need. Hey Brad, welcome in. And time does like to fly by. Oh. I think my stomach growled for about 5 seconds. But yes, thank you for the headpats. One pot stuff because it's easy, not so much work and is quickly done. I do like my go-to a lot of the time is chicken and pasta. I know that's more than one pot, but it's not that much extra, you know. The chicken can just sort of be there, and then the pasta does itself, so. Oh, there's a gap there. Noted. I like to have good grammar. do like some good bread, ironically, but I do like some good bread with pasta, because I have a sauce, usually, or a paste. But having a nice bread or a baguette, it's bread anyway, it's good to have. The section where we talk about food and everyone gets hungry. Yeah. Like, I love curries. I like having naan breads, both plain and like with garlic or with coriander. I don't mind. And poppadoms as well. They're nice. I've never had any chutney though, because I know people like to have like chutney with curry, but I've never had it. I feel like it wouldn't be my cup of tea. Hunger. I think it's the worst as well when you're really hungry, and it'd be great to have a really tasty meal, but you sort of just have something very basic, and it's like, sad days, I'm really hungry, like, this isn't enough. Such pop. Enough to the next day. That's why I like enchiladas, because you literally just have to like cook the chicken and depends if you're making the sauce, but either way. Oh, and your own wraps. I can see how enchiladas would seem like a lot for people. You can get the box version. They're nice. If you're not feeling like making your own bits and bobs. Clanging small globes. Aye aye. people for the thigh slap. I have clanged the globes, the small globes. Glorious, my ass, it hurt. Oh dear. But yeah, because one stream people were saying there's not like anything hefty to save for, so I added a thigh slap one, and then immediately it got like redeemed about 3 times. Oh, with the cupping, yeah, it did help. But it was only in the moment. Why would you do it now? What's wrong with you? How did I even do this before? Did I just keep it where it was? Maybe? I'm not very good at cupping the hand. Oh. You say that, but it only happened like that one stream. Such madness. Oh. Still hurts. Maybe it's here. I think it's harder with my other leg. Not so good with the left side. Yeah, it's hard to do with the left. Yeah. Yeah, the left's not used to it. There we go. Not beating myself up again. It initially hurts, but like, I'm not really hitting anything deep, so it doesn't really last long. It goes away after a short time. Also, my hands are the kind where they equally hurt me as much as like the recipient would get. Madness. Sorry to wake you. It's okay. And I'm okay. It's nowhere near as bad as the spammage that happened the last time. Plus I don't really know how many times I'm supposed to do that. But yeah, it should be more chill things. Yeah, apologies. Random loud, slappy sounds. That's the other thing by what I mean of a more chaotic stream. Like there's a nice balance between chaos in a sense and a relaxing stream. But Yeah, it it can be strange for people. Humming. I still need to learn different hums. You should get more sleep. Maybe. I shall try for some humming. Sleep is overrated. I like my sleep. I may not get much of it, but I enjoy my sleep when I get it. I mean, I don't mind if you want to. It's fine by me. It's pretty simple for the most part. I have a bow on the back of my head, but yeah. Ear blowing. I'll get to that after the humming redeem, but there is an air blow redeem. But welcome in. I shall hum first. I mean, I can easily just like send a picture. It's not like I'd be giving you my actual model. Because I don't properly have the model. But I do have a Discord, so it will either cycle around or you can just do like exclamation Discord. It's there. I'm just being lazy. Oh my god, stop being lazy, boy. Oh, come in. Lazy me. You cheeky man, I grabbed my keyboard. Oh, you took screenshots? Okay. Yeah. To be fair, with this model, that's the best way you're gonna get it, because I don't really have a back end view, so but yeah, I shall do the redeem. I know like one thing, but I'm getting there. Oh, I guess it's humming, so it's a tune. Okay. Yeah. I shall temporarily stop the music and I will hum. I'll try. get raided while I'm humming. Madness. Welcome in, raiders. Oh, give me a moment. I was doing a redeem. Oh, right. I'm gonna. Yep. And I missed. Oh my god. There we go. That's about right. But welcome in. I hope you had a nice stream. Haha. And I hope you have been well today. I am Calia Kana, a nine-tailed fox. I mainly do ASMR with a side of gaming here and there, all variety, but so far it's been gaming. But I hope you've had a good stream. If you need to take any aftercare or have foods, any of that stuff, rest, please do so. It is important. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was doing a humming redeem, so, and I tend to close my eyes so I can focus when I do that. But thank you for sending your community my way. I hope you had a lovely stream. Ah yes, the rain stick. But yeah, I try to make a comfy place for people where they can hopefully relax. I realise I didn't turn the music back on. There we go. But there we go. Such head pats. Thank you, Ronan. Thank you for the head pats. I will do that after the rain stick. Oh, sorry. I was talking like really gently, and then I realised sometimes I am being a bit too quiet. Let me scroll. Oh, in Wilds, 30 something, 37? Something 30. I can't quite remember, but I am that. Yes, stream was nice. Unfortunately I had to end earlier than you'd liked. Maybe she got to raid me. Thank you. I'm sorry you had to end sooner than you wanted, but there is always next stream. Oh, I remembered a thingy. Hang on. I need the right page up. There we go. There we go. Aha. I have followed. Because I can do that. Almost to the end? What? Oh, because of the action. Yeah. Thank you, Fuji. It resets it because I want it. Yeah, because it sees it as a different name. It's okay, I'll still have your old info, so I can just... I'll change it after stream. I should have your old number. I was like, hopefully, how many times you've redeemed it. So, yeah. I can just see what it is. Ish, okay. Okay. But yes, I hope your sleep was good. You'll be lurking now. Okie dokie. Take care. Take care, souls. And yes, relax well. I will do Rain Stick before that thing gets even older. Hang on. Woof. Body's still tired. Understandable. Grab a drink and stuff. And my brain. There we go. Okay, it's on the right one. Right. Okie dokie. That was the Rain Stick. That was my stretch. But Hyrax are built different in worlds. Amount of twin blade players running around. And there's me with my hunting horn. Bonk. I like my hunting horn. It provides good bonks. Good bonks. But I feel like my resting has been like okay, kind of. However, yeah, I don't know. I've been resting okay. Just sleep, more sleep is always appreciated. Oh yeah, I mean, it's there, kind of turns into a habit. But it's because it's a sound without being too in the way, like for sound, kinda. difficult to sleep when your mind is like too focused on things. Like, like if mine's too focused on things, or there honestly is like something bothering me, it's kind of backwards. If something's really bothering me, I can still go to sleep. However, I will wake up like after a few hours usually. So it turns into well, me being awake in the early hours of the morning when I shouldn't really be. At the same time, I at least get to see people that I would usually miss due to sleeping. Probably in the long run not a good trade, because sleep will demand that I have some, but at the same time I'm just glad like I can end up seeing. Because Lord knows I get given a lot of support as well. Eventually, yeah. And I know this. My eyes tend to get to me before sleep does. Like, they will just be horribly puffy long before my head is like, I'm too tired, like I'm just going to conk out. So that's always, you know, good fun. Did I ever say congrats with the name change? Although, is that something you congrats about? I guess in a way. I'm glad. So, congrats. Just put it there anyway. You like tappies that much? I end up trying to think of things like, this is throughout the day. Yours is tappies and cupping. God, I saw the peas. Anyway, but like throughout the day, I tend to end up thinking like I go through the things in my head of what I end up being told and stuff, and what I can do to like properly help, because and it's not overthinking, it's just it takes a long time for me to like properly come up with something cohesive, and so yeah, I will think on it for like weeks. Well, that's fine, because like that's my choice, and at the moment it's like people will be like, "You're babbling, and what on earth are you going on about?" It's fine, let me babble. Or let him bark, apparently. Oh my god. Something went flying there. But, oh, I do? Yeah, it's really low. But it's there. Some of them can be louder than others, so I tend to... At least when I was listening to things yesterday, I could hear it okay, so I think it's okay. It is very quiet though. I didn't want to like blast people out that might be resting. Okay. Good, good. Ironically, that's good to know. It's just sort of there to help. Although I know there's like other sounds that are more prevalent, shall I say. Not too much I can... Actually, I might be able to alter them, because it's colder today, and when I have colder days, I don't have to run my fans as hard. Hang on. Come here. Oh, Dante. Stop being a demon. Come here. If I set you to... what's a good place? Maybe this. See how it goes with that. And hope it doesn't kill things. Okay. There we go. You'd be surprised of how lowering the fans by a few hundred RPM honestly makes a difference. It kind of does. But no, it's been nice on stream lately, because like people have been like nice to my voice, like compliments and stuff, and there was another thing and my brain's gone. Amazing. Nice to know that hasn't changed. Sweet mercy. I should really do some brain training. Oh, that was right as well. How, like, liked the model as well, which is nice. Deserve the compliments. This is really nice. Oh, you're really nice. But thank you. That is the hope, to one day just make a place of many people. Well, it doesn't have to be many, but you know, it helps. But just a place where people like to chill. I get confused with how my voice is, to be fair. Like, because sometimes I can talk louder, so I'm more easily heard. But then when I talk a bit softer and lower, I guess, I don't know. It seems okay. Kind of. Maybe. Do I? Isn't that just like I've gotten a bit more used to streaming? I mean, I have. Because I've actually been doing things, like I end up realizing what's kind of nice to have. Like, I've picked up some stuff. I was very nervous in the beginning, I know that much. Like, my first day streaming, I was hesitating to hit the start button. Well, the streaming button, but yeah. I was like, just push it. I just need to push it. And it took me a while to hit it. But I eventually did, because I was like, the longer you leave it, the more it's going to be horrible. I'm still kind of getting used to when people compliment me, in a way. It's the problem of, like, when you know, it depends on the individual, of course, because not everyone is the same, but like, there's so many good people, and while I am trying, and obviously I have a long way to go. Bloody vehicle. I have a long way to go. Yeah. There's a lot of great people. And people that definitely try way harder than me. But my efforts kind of go elsewhere, in a sense. A whisper name. Aye aye. Okay. Fuji. 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 With a vehicle. It's not the vehicle. Fuji. 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 Goodnight whispers are just basically whispering someone good night. I remember seeing it somewhere, and they are different just than obviously, like, in a sense, someone could easily just say, whisper me this kind of thing, but I just made an easy one, so it'd be like tucking someone into bed kind of thing. Tries to think of an example. So that people have an idea. The things when people have never done it. I think it'd be something like I'm thinking. Example, by the way. Good night, you sleepy Fuji. I hope you have a wonderful night and a wonderful sleep. May you have an absolutely wonderful sleep with what I would hope with wonderful dreams and all the comfiness that a kotatsu would bring, and my tails, because my tails are like multiple kotatsus. But I hope you have a wonderful sleep and a wonderful rest. Something like that. Something like that. One would hope. Aye aye. Have a good sleep, Fuji. All the hugs. And all of the good stuff, for sure, because you are wonderful. Don't ever forget. So have pleasant dreams. Oh, technically, I always wondered I shouldn't, but now I kind of understand that I can. So, mwah, mwah. Rest well. And rest those weary eyes. Okay. I do be me. appreciate when people can stop by. One of those things that ends up making me like very happy. It sounds dozy, but oh my good God. Where did that come from? I hope that didn't play through. It shouldn't have done, because it's not being captured. The Steam achievement sound went off. I don't even know what it was for. Something about maybe 10 hours? I think it was. That was mad. I hope that was just on my end. Yeah. No. I was given foods. It's pretty early. There is. Then again, I wasn't going to go for as long. Just because it's Thursday and I'm quite tired. But now it's sitting there. Now I have food staring at me in the face. Goddamn. Ends up being a thing as well, of like what ends up being like too disruptive for people that may be sleeping. Like, would the sound of water be too much? In the sense of maybe they're like, oh, I left something running, although it's not running water, so maybe not. That was an odd sound. Oh my God. Vehicles. Why do they exist? Blooming vehicles. My goodness. But then I think for a time as well, sometimes it's just enough to have like tappies and then rubbing. Like, sometimes it's just nice to hear that. did end up thinking of like in a sense doing like ASMR commissions, maybe. The thought did come across my mind, but I feel that might be a later thing, of like when I've increased my skills, and you know, I would easily be able to put people to sleep in that, but it would be cool. It would be cool. Oh, as for the food I have, it is spaghetti. I'm not hungry. Spaghetti with chicken. It might be southern fried chicken, probably, maybe. Who knows? Welcome back, Ronan. I has food staring at me. It'd be spaghetti in a probably tomato-based sauce with some southern fried chicken. Which is, oh, and some cheese. There's cheese on top of it. But I do be hungry. Humming. I'm definitely gonna have to learn more tunes. Oh, you like it? Okie dokie. I shall mute again. should have humming and then just literally say its answers. Although only people who would have played FF14 would know that. Oh god, I forget what you call this section. These calves, yeah. My calves are like cold, the back of them. Because I got my windows open to make sure my room stays cool. But I'm glad people like the humming. I just need to learn more. There is another one I want to learn. I just gotta take the time to learn it. I think it's more preppy. Preppy? Peppy? Peppy. It's more peppy than answers. But I may redo how the redeems are again. I thought I'd keep it tidy, but at the same time, sometimes people can't see all the options. I can't go by my phone because everything shows. I am assuming if like the resolution on the phone is pretty small, then maybe that's why it doesn't display everything, perhaps. I'm not too sure though, but some people have said they haven't been able to see all the options because they know they're there, they just can't see them. Did I make one? I'm pretty sure I made one, yeah, because I remember setting a did I call it menu or trigger though? It's one of them. Good point. Maybe I should have a... yeah. It looks a bit messy. Oh, I haven't updated it, have I? No, I haven't. Okay. Noted. To me, on the desktop, that looks okay. I don't know how it is on the phone. It's probably madness, but yeah. That exclamation mark, as well as just putting trigger as well, does the same thing, because I know some people either type trigger or triggers, so I used both. What is this madness? What is... Kasami, what are you saying? Oh, okay, it looks clean as a mobile user. I never know, because it should be clean, because the screens are they're small but high in res, so things can appear more crisp. What is this agreeing? What is this agreeing? Madness. I will admit, my voice does have its moments, for sure. But, I don't know. I don't know about that. That would help, Ronan. Because I know I can look at it on my phone, but my phone is like high-end the only time I'm going to bother with a high-end phone. I just wanted to see what they were like. All I can say is ludicrously expensive. What you're saying is that I am cute. I don't know about that. I've not been called cute before. Tries to remember if I ever said the name. But welcome back. Madness. You like using bugger, don't you? Just because I've called you lot buggers before. I don't know why, but it seems odd when someone else says it. Bagoo. Oh, I could just say goo. Goo works. I like goo. I'm calling you goo. But, oh, such headpads. Indeed, though, welcome back. You call people a goober? A cute bean. Nay, this is where I'm like, no, you. I don't know why people are so against compliments, though. I don't mind compliments. I'm just not used to having them, that's all. But I always appreciate it. Everyone's very kind. Okie dokie. That's the first I've heard of such protection. That exists. I can't reverse it. I have no Uno reverse card. I know it exists, but I don't have it. Madness. What is this? How am I supposed to reverse that? Heresy is what I say. Why does that seem like you just hold it up in such a way that it's not saying get eaten by my card? That just like instead says, oh, by the way, no. I accept compliments. I accepted them. Oh, is no you meant to be that I'm rejecting it and then giving it to you? Is that what no you actually means? I thought it was just like an agreeance of being like, oh, I suppose I am saying no, because it's in the name. Well, not know you. I guess just you as well. Well, I'm glad people care. You are all very sweet, very kind. I'm just like a bugger. See, that's how you use it. I'm just a bugger. create like a place to chill, but like where people can like hang out if they wanted as well. But also the other way of like the, you know, dozing off. That'd be nice. Ah yes, you don't do well with compliments. What's a way of giving a compliment but not really? Would it be like a backhanded one? Like, oh, I guess you're kind of cute. Is that a backhanded way of giving a compliment? And I realise I said cute over sweet, but ignore it, just switch the words. But would that work? Like, oh, you're maybe a little sweet, perhaps. I will find a way to compliment you without it feeling like a compliment. That can be my mission. No, you. You with your endless reverse cards. Katsami is definitely like the cute one. Although I can accept the cute because look at me. Not narcissistic at all, but I do appreciate how I look. Plus I have long hair. I love long hair. I love short hair. I've said before, I like all hair, but I like long hair because it's so rare to see, and I get why. Like, it's an absolute pain in the ass to deal with, like, to maintain it, but still. Like, if my hair went down to my bum, or like down to my ankles, I do not care how annoying it would be, I would look after my hair. But getting hair that length is difficult. Oh, Ronan. You're in for it now, Ronan. Ronan is the type that loves to compliment and make others feel good. The same is not said for compliments towards them, though. They are the kind like you'd expect most to react when you give them a compliment, of like, they can't deal with it. But my apologies, I'm not speaking on your behalf. I'm just going by what you said earlier. Till your birthday in December. Ah, okay. A December baby. I'm a November baby. Towards the end though, so I'm near enough a December baby. Don't know why I keep saying baby. A freeze frame. Thank you for the follow. Thank you kindly. I hope you're doing well. Hope the day is treating you good. But I realise as well, and this is something I learned through doing very well. I'm glad. is always good to hear. Oh, I was gonna say, I remember, I realised I just wanted to call you baby. Also, thank you for putting in brackets that this is a tease, although that emote I do understand as when people are joking around. But I still appreciate that you put that in brackets. Yes. Okay. Understood. That is fair. Yeah, because then if anyone tried to like take it out of context, even though there's that emote, it'd be like, no. You were ringing up people and you hear your name getting thrown around. I was defending you, Ronan. Well, in the sense of like, I was explaining how you like to give compliments but don't like them in return. But yes. Oh, that was right. I was gonna say, when Valentine's Day came around, because of how quickly things progressed towards like the end of January, I was like trying to get emotes and the like so people would have something, and I just didn't think to like do anything for Valentine's. Oh, gold, those are some. Jesus. Oil your brakes, dude. Oh, backhanded compliments. You know, where I'd be like, I guess, like if I was to say, I guess you're kind of sweet. Oh my god, hang on. Okay, I think he's calmed down. Oh my word. For God's sake, hang on. Okay. I told them off for being too loud. Kind of. Oh, it's like telling off children. Anyway, what did I miss? Around Valentine's Day? When was it? Horrible. Yeah, I'd assume so, yeah. Probably. I'm bad with working out dates. But ironically, I remember getting kind of down. I don't know if it was on. I've been around since 2016. Wait, who has? Which one? Me? Then again, people... I'm still getting used to chat. Okay. I mean, that just means that's when... It's because I was, like, planning to stream years ago. But I didn't have the confidence back then. So yeah, it came in installments. Like, I went to go try and then just didn't, and then the second time of going to try, I like, I started getting like all the bits and bobs that you might need for streaming. It says you're subbed at the 3rd tier with the option to still gift you a sub. Hmm? Oh, if you mean me, I'm pretty sure that's referring to the fact that it auto gives you yourself like max so that you have everything unlocked. So that might be why it says that, because yeah, so it'll be like a 3rd tier, and what's ironic is it just says that it's there indefinitely, like there's no date on it, it's just indefinite. That's just so you have everything unlocked though, because that's how they have their system done. Else I wouldn't even be able to use my own emotes unless I subscribed. So they just do that where you yourself have, you know, a lifetime subscription. Same here. Oh. This is going to be dozy because, well, I've always been terrible at talking, but let me check something first. Because I'm always bad at these things. I seem pretty okay. Oh, well, I mean like for trying to start conversations. And yes, get followed. Follow them. Where? This is where my buttons get lost. There we go. Whoosha. There we go. Oopsie. I like the name of that, it's funny. Yes, how dare you? You know the rules. How dare you self-promo? But, hey Red. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. But this is nice. Yeah. I don't know. I have my very quiet moments. Extremely quiet. Touch grass. Okay. Fair enough. Still 2:38 AM. Sounds like me the other day. I woke up around the same time as well. And then I stayed awake. But I am very hungry, to be fair. Like, it's 2:38 PM for you. The complete opposite. It is currently 7:39 in the evening for me. So, looks like a thing. I am really hungry though. Like, my stomach really wants me to eat. But I do find it very sweet that that people find me sweet. Is that odd? Ah, oh right, okie dokie. Have a good rest, Red. It's always good to see you. Stomach growl? That would have been earlier. My stomach's now got to the point where it's given up growling, it's too much energy. So now it's just giving me pain instead. Because it's like, eat something, you baboon. But I got happy with the talks, so I kept going. This has been a nice Thursday. Because usually people are quite dead. Not. Is it spasms? It's uncomfortable, I know that. It's the kind where if you start leaving this feeling alone too long, then when you do eat, you end up having like a stomachache or something. So I best not leave it for too long. It's getting closer to my time anyway that I'd usually like stop at. So it'd be kind of a thing of like I'd eat. Whether it takes an hour or takes what, 21 hours from now. One frog? Sure. Do not mind the frog. was okay. But I know it's my stream anyway, but as long as everyone's okay with it, I'll probably stop for today. Because I wouldn't be able to go much longer anyway. Not during the weekday. The weekday I'm limited with time because of work. But Friday, tomorrow, I can go for longer if I feel like, because it just came to mind that a lot of people in stream are on the other half of the world. Oh, indeed. But I've enjoyed today a lot. Thank you for being very kind, and I'll find someone to raid first, because I usually take 20 years trying to do that. I will find somewhere cozy, which shouldn't usually be hard. Oh yeah, it definitely won't be hard. Oh, that's all who's on today? What? Oh, right, because I'm a bit early. That makes sense. That makes sense. I shall make sure I do so. Especially when people are nice to me, I tend to like go further. No problem. And thank you, Katsumi, for the Discord thingy. We shall be raiding Cass today, because I'm a bit early today, it seems. So like, they're the only one. Well, that makes it sound bad. I love Cass. She's I was gonna say adorable, and then I remembered she's like the same as Ronan. She is lovely though. Yeah, she is amazing. Like, personality through the hands. It's oh, and thank you for the follow. Thank you kindly. I do appreciate. But yes, thank you for all the follows. Thank you for the raid, and for all the gifted, even though it was just Ronan, but still, thank you for that, for being so nice. I will be streaming tomorrow, some more ASMR. It is a Friday, so I'm actually able to go longer, as long as I'm not like too knackered. But thank you all for stopping by here. I do appreciate all of you lots. Thank you for being so sweet. I hope to see you all again. If not, do take care. I have Discord and stuff. But yes, there's the raid message, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.